What are the tattoos about?
Um, my miscarriage,
No, I'm sorry.
my ex-relationship is passing.
All right. And on the other arm?
This is a clean cut.
All right. Is there any gang affiliation involved with you?
No,
Any gang affiliation involved with in your past relationships?
no.
The hearing opens with personal questions about tattoos. Esmeralda Valdez explains they represent her miscarriage and personal loss. It's a raw, emotional moment, yet immediately the judge presses her on gang affiliations. She firmly denies any connection. From grief to suspicion in seconds, the tone shifts sharply. Do you think it was fair to begin with such personal questioning?
8727, State of Texas versus Esmeralda Valdez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state. Your Honor.
Defense.
John Coons from Ms. Valdez, and I'm standing in for Ms. Enriquez.
All right. Any objection to this attorney standing in for Ms. Enriquez?
No.
All right. You're going to need to speak up.
No.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
We have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Showing you what's entitled application for community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes.
All right. So here's the thing. You're going to have to speak up. If you cannot speak up where I can hear you and the court reporter can hear you, then I will send you back. And then once you're able to speak up, we will bring you back. Do you understand?
Yes.
Showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review this with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading?
The case is formally announced. State of Texas versus Esmeralda Valdez. Lawyers identify themselves and the judge quickly checks whether discovery materials were reviewed. Valdez answers softly and the judge interrupts, warning her to speak louder or risk being sent back. Even this early, we see the power dynamic, a quiet voice against the stern weight of the court.
Reading of the indictment.
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are y'all proceeding on both counts or just count one? Count one only, is that correct? Or count two? Count two?
I believe we were doing both, Judge, because they're different substances.
I looked at the waiver and steps and it had both counts in it, Judge. What is it?
Oh, it just says punishment is be assessed at 2 years. It doesn't say if you're.
It's both counts. I believe it's both counts because count one is the heroin and count two is in that.
Okay. Thank you. All right, Ms. Valdez, I'm going to show you what's entitled court admonishments and defendants waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you?
Charges are read. 2 counts of controlled substance possession, both third-degree felonies. The punishment range? 2 to 10 years in prison, plus a $10,000 fine. The judge wastes no time, finding her guilty on both counts. The defense asks for a plea deal, probation instead of prison. It's a gamble, but one that could change her future. Would you trust probation in this case, or is prison the safer choice for society?
Sign it in all the appropriate places.
Yes.
Did you understand in count one, you're charged with possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams. And in count 2, you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams. Both of those counts are third-degree felonies. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
There's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty as charged in count 1 and count 2. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
We would request that today. Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, we would request that you follow the plea bargain. This is slightly unusual in that this is not a deferred offer, but my client had conferred with Ms. Enriquez yesterday and decided that she didn't want to apply for deferred. So we would request that you give her the 2 years probated for 3 and run those counts concurrently.
The judge asks about her living situation. Valdez says she plans to live with her mother, but when pressed, it becomes clear the arrangement isn't secure. This raises red flags. Then comes the hardest question. What's your drug of choice? Valdez hesitates, embarrassed, and admits to using heroin. At first, she calls it occasional, but the judge doesn't buy it.
All right. If you're released today, where would you be living? And with who, I should say?
My mother.
Does your mother want you staying with her?
Yes.
Did you ask her, or are you just assuming because she's your mother, she wants you to stay with her?
No, I asked.
All right. When's the last time you asked?
I spoke to her before I came in to jail.
All right. What's your drug of choice and how often are you using?
No.
Huh?
Yeah, um,
Heroin? How often are you using heroin?
occasionally,
I'm sorry?
occasionally,
No, you're doing more than occasionally if you're going into places and taking people's things. How often are you using heroin? Here's the thing. I'm trying to consider not one, whether I'm going to follow this plea bargain agreement. Two, I'm trying to consider what would be best for you. Now, it appears that you agreed to your underlying sentence being 2 years. If you just want to go for prison for 2 years, I will send you today.
Here, the drama spikes. The judge challenges her honesty, warning that lies will only lead back to prison. If you're not truthful, he says, you'll end up right back here when probation fails. The courtroom feels tense. Her silence says as much as her words. Finally, she admits her shame. It's not just a legal battle now. It's a fight with herself. Do you think embarrassment stopped her from being honest, or was she still hiding something?
To prison for 2 years. But otherwise, you need to be honest with me, because if you're not, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send you out. I'm going to follow this plea bargain agreement, send you out to the free world and have you call the UA hotline. And at some point in time, you're going to get caught for using heroin. And then you know what's going to end up happening? They're going to file a motion to revoke and you're going to be right back at jail. And you're going to come back to me. And then you're going to say, oh, no, I need help. I use heroin. So you need to be honest with me. How often are you using heroin? And it's not occasionally. I know that much.
then
Why was that so hard to tell me? I'm sorry?
Are you embarrassed?
yes.
All right. Well, here's the thing. We are all on a journey, hopefully, of improving our lives. Where we are now is hopefully not where we will end in our growth. So hopefully today, maybe today will be the worst day that you can have. And maybe from here on out, you'll make changes to improve yourself and you won't be back. You won't be using heroin again. You understand?
Yes.
How many children do you have?
None.
How far did you go in school?
10,
Why did you drop out?
attendance,
I'm sorry, what?
attendance. My mom took me out.
The judge softens slightly, reminding Valdez that everyone is on a journey of growth. He hopes this will be her turning point. Yet doubts remain. Her mother pulled her from school in 10th grade. She struggled with drugs since then, and her work history is shaky. The big question? Can probation truly work without strong family support?
Why would your mom take you out of school?
Because she had a problem. I was not going, was skipping.
Were you struggling with drugs already at that point?
No.
All right. I don't think her mother is the person for her to be living with this. If you have a mother who's going to take somebody out of school at 10th grade. Have you ever had employment?
Yes.
Doing what?
I've been 7-11,
How old are you?
27.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I do that, any other questions, Mr. Kuntz?
No, Your Honor.
All right. All right, I'm going to sentence you to 2 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 4 years. There's going to be a TAP evaluation while in custody. Follow all TAP recommendations.
Do we know how long it's taking for the TAC evaluations?
How long?
1 to 2.
Okay.
All right, $57 restitution to SAPD. There's going to be 90 sober meetings in 90 days. And I know you all were recommending sober support meetings 2 times a week. That's your agreement. But I think she needs more than that. So I have not followed your agreement with regards to the sober meetings. Is there going to be an objection?
No, Judge, and just for the record, I've explained to my client about with regard to the restitution and the fine and the court costs and things, that the most important thing for you is to make sure she shows up where she's supposed to show up, when she's supposed to show up, even if she's.
The ruling comes: 2 years in prison, suspended for 4 years of probation. But the conditions are strict: TAP evaluation, 90 sober meetings in 90 days, random drug tests, restitution, $500 fine, and proof of employment. The judge even blocks her from working with children or in home health care. Every part of her life will now be monitored.
Running low on money and can't necessarily afford the probationary fees or anything like that. As long as she shows up and tries to stay in compliance with everything else, that she should be okay with you.
Yes. We're going to do the UA hotline until further notice. $500 fine will be probated. Proof of employment within 45 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. 200 hours of community service restitution. Those hours will be waived if you obtain your GED or if you obtain some sort of trade certificate or something that can make yourself better in place to get employment. You understand?
Yes.
There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. I'm going to want field visits 1 time per month until further notice. Probation, is there anything else she needs? Yes. So you're going to either have to obtain your GED or complete some sort of trade school. But once you do that, your community service hours will be waived. You understand?
Yes.
But regardless, you have to complete it.
Yes.
Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No.
Community service is also required, but there's a twist. The judge offers her a path to waive those hours if she earns a GED or trade certification. Instead of just punishment, he ties her future to education and skills. It's a rare balance of accountability and opportunity. Do you think this approach, mixing punishment with self-improvement, is the right way to handle drug cases?
All right. Showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, can we go off the record? All right, what are the tattoos about?
My miscarriage,
No, I'm sorry.
my ex-relationship is passing.
All right, and on the other arm?
This is a clean cut.
All right, is there any gang affiliation involved with you?
No.
Any gang affiliation involved with in your past relationships
No.
with the people you were dating?
No.
All right, so probation, if you can make sure you look into that. All right. Is there anything else you need from the court?
No.
All right, in this court, communication is key to be successful on probation. If there's an issue or something that's going wrong in your life and you need some help with it, let probation know. If you feel as though they're not addressing the issue, you can always come to court and let me know and we'll see what's going on.
Okay.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Kurt.
You're welcome. 1,000.
The hearing closes with one final warning. Communication is key. If problems come up, Valdez must tell probation or return to court. Good luck to you, the judge says, leaving her with both strict orders and a thin thread of hope. For Valdez, freedom now comes with responsibility at every step.
23 CR 0466, State of Texas versus Jarbe Wyans. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Lindsay Shaw for the state.
Defense,
Abelardo Garza.
are you Mr. Wyans?
No.
All right. You entered a plea of no contest on March 27th. According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 6 years in the prison. The state is opposing your application, and they're taking in consideration 2023 CR 0465 and County Court Cause number 692954. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
I have your honor.
Any witnesses? State?
None from the state.
Defense, any witnesses? Any objections to the PSI report, state?
No, ma'am.
No objections, Your Honor.
All right. State, you are opposed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you may proceed, state.
Judge, what this comes down to is just,
All right, everyone, please whisper. Everyone, we are on the record. Please whisper. Yes.
when you look at the facts of the case, Judge, what the defendant did was aggressive and violent and scary for this victim. And I think what's telling for me
Stop it. Get some help.
is when you read the stipulations, the police report versus the way the defendant described it in his PSI, there's to me, the defendant is still not admitting to what happened. He claims in his PSI that he found a backpack and 2 phones in the bathroom, and that someone ran up to him with a pair of bolt cutters and we slapped him because he didn't know what to do. But when you look at the police report, that is not at all how the victim explains what happened that night. In fact, the way the victim states it is that the defendant approached him and stole his backpack, and they got into a fight over the backpack. And the defendant threatened him and said, quote, "I'm about to shoot this dude." So I think I have an issue with the way that the defendant is telling the story and the way that it happened according to the victim in the police report. I know he's young and he has no criminal history, but based on the facts of the case, I don't think it's appropriate to receive.
All right.
May, Your Honor, obviously, this was an incident that there was a disagreement between these two people. He does admit, takes responsibility for his actions, Your Honor. So, okay, there's a question as to how it happened. He does not have a prior record. He's asking the court, and we're asking the court to place him on deferred. He's never had any trouble before. He's willing to do all the outpatient treatment that's required of him. He understands that, and he's taking responsibility. So we're asking the court to do that, place him on deferred.
All right. Just one moment. Anything you wish to say?
No, ma'am.
I'm sorry, is that a no or a yes?
No, ma'am.
You're asking for inpatient treatment. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong file. Just 1 second. All right.
He hasn't admitted to having a drug problem.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find you guilty.
The next case begins State of Texas versus Jarve Wyans. This one shifts from drugs to violence. The state paints him as aggressive and dangerous, pointing out contradictions in his story versus the victim's report. The defense argues he has no prior record and deserves deferred probation. But the judge sees more than a simple robbery. She calls it violent, sentencing him to 3 years in prison. The contrast is striking. One defendant given probation with strict rules, the other sent straight to prison.